Hello there, all my Libras. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall tarot and astrology reading for the month of August 2020. So excited to be here with you again, as always. And welcome back to my new and returning subscribers out there. And if you have not yet done so, I always will invite you to hit that subscribe button and join the Dragon family. Also give it the Dragon Claw up by hitting that like button and let me know that you enjoy the content here. So Libra, this is going to be mostly for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. That's what's mostly going to correspond with that. Take into the consideration, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Libra out there. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Also, this is for all of our Libra cross watchers out there who may join in with us today. If you're interested in a personal reading or would like any information about the card decks that I use or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of those links and information are down below in the description box. So Libra, let's get into it. I'm going to give you a little info about your astrology and what the planets are doing for you or to you, as the case may be. And then we're going to jump into a full tarot spread. I'm going to pull a little oracle to give you a nice full picture of what the month of August is looking like for you. So we are in the sun sign of Leo right now. This is a very positive place for it to be for you, Libra. It will make you feel very communicative. You really will want to be socializing, which isn't too unusual for Libra anyway, but even more so when the sun is in Libra, because it's lighting up that universal 11th house of Aquarius, which deals with big groups of people, the mass consciousness, etc. Now, if you are particularly observing self-isolation or any of that, don't worry about it, because that house of Aquarius is also perfect for connecting through electronic means. So if you're connecting on, video chat or email or text or phone calls, that's totally fine. That will definitely get a lot of that need for connection out there for you. The other thing that I'm going to point out is that Venus, your ruling planet, is making a very big move this month. It has been in the sign of Gemini for almost 4 months, and that did include a Venus retrograde, which I know all my Libras that I know were really yelling about. They're like, I'm so tired of this damn Venus retrograde. So thankfully that ended. June 25th, that retrograde ended, and now Venus is making its way to a new sign, which is always important for you, Libra, because that is your special ruling planet. So as it goes into the sign of Cancer on August 7th, you will certainly feel that energy shift. If there's been a lot of push and pull and back and forth in your relationship life this last 4 months, that's going to definitely tone down. The only reason that I say that Venus in Cancer could be a little bit tricky for you is because Cancer and Libra are a square energy. And what does that look like, you ask? Well, check it out. So what does a square look like? It's when one planet is making a 90-degree angle across to another planet. And so therefore it's called a square, and it is more friction, more challenge. And so you will be getting a little more challenge from Venus to your sun sign. It will be highlighting your universal 10th house of Capricorn as well. So Libra, I would definitely say for this month, expect there to be a big highlight on what you really want to do. What do you love to do, especially as it relates to career, public image, your higher ambitions? Even if it's something that's more far out in the future, you may say, I don't really love my job. What do I really love? What do I want to do that I really, really have my heart in? And so this time of Venus going through that house may make you just go, you know what? I know what I want to do. And you may start to, take the steps that will get you there eventually, even if it takes a while, Libra. So that's kind of an interesting energy. I don't dislike it. It does shake things up. Squares can be challenging, but they're also like a little fire starting. So you might have a little fire, a little more oomph in your rump these days coming up. And it's really related to love. It's really related to what you love to do. And it's balancing, and it's doing that push-pull energy with the Capricorn planets that we have. So, there is a push and pull right now, Libra, between work and home, home and work. Where do you spend more time? What do you feel like you want to be doing the most? All of that coming up. So let's jump into your astrology. Let's see. Not your astrology. Sorry, we just did that. Let's jump into your cards, Libra. Let's see what's coming up. I'm going to be pulling first a major arcana card that's going to be symbolizing your energy for this month of August. We'll do a little oracle, and then we're going to do a full tarot spread for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Libra as we do their August 2020 overview reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, Libra, you got the Judgment card coming up in your major arcana. Now, Capricorn also got this. So, if you have big time Capricorn people in your life, or you have a major placement in your chart with Capricorn, you might want to watch that video too, because that was very strongly aspected in their reading. But this is Scorpio energy. It's Pluto energy. You know, Pluto rules the Judgment card. So to me, that's all about, you know, the higher vibration of the Death card. It's like the transition, the huge transformations have happened, and then Judgment comes in for that resurrection and that really big rebirth. So you could be looking at some things really being restored here, Libra. You could see some things like relationships, jobs, situations you thought were just dead, buried, and gone start to rise up from the dead as if being called by the angels. Yes. You may be just transforming and reforming some major things in your life as well. So let's see what's coming up in your crystal and gemstone cards. See what one of these is best for you to work with, and also what chakra is coming up to be healed. Oh, yes, the Moonstone. So, Libra, that's one of my favorites. I just got a little Moonstone pendant from Etsy that I really like. It has just such a nice, like, soft kind of energy. Moonstone comes in lots of different colors. It can be white, it can have a blue flash, it can be more beige or kind of pearly, like this one is more of a kind of creamy color. There's peach moonstone. There's all kinds of colors of moonstone. But they're very nurturing. They're very loving. I love using them around the full moon. That full moon is actually going to be on August 3rd. And don't miss, I will be doing full moon readings for that. So this is about the moon cycles. This is about those, you know, ups and downs and your mood swings, and some days you might be feeling better than others, right? So the moonstone can help to smooth those out. This is also related to the crown chakra, which is right here at the top back of your head, which really says that you may be getting more messages in your dreams, more messages from spirit, feeling your divine connection start to you know, get stronger. So, you know, if you feel like you need to kind of do some balancing and clearing out of the crown chakra to help those intuitions come in better, by all means, go ahead and do it. And you can use the moonstone to help you with that as well. So let's get into your spirit animal guides. Let's see which one is coming through for you for this month of August 2020. I like it. We've got the orca whale, which is adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Ooh, so Libra, very, very strong, beautiful energy coming out with that orca spirit. You know, that's interesting. It talks about, you know, travel, making journeys, and that's something that has been, you know, very challenged in that as well. You know, that's where Venus has been moving through your universal chart for the last 4 months, has been in that 9th house of travel. So, you know, Libra, it's kind of like you may be waiting. You may be kind of waiting it out. and seeing what travel restrictions kind of come and go before you make your move. But you're really thinking about it. You're really thinking about, taking a trip, getting a vacation, needing a break. That kind of feeling is coming through with that. So let's move Mr. Dragon over here. We're going to jump into your tarot. Let's see what we have for Libra for August 2020. And I will be using the Radiant Rider-Waite for the main spread and clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot for the clarification. There's definitely this feeling of movement there. Yeah. All right, so Libra, right at the center, we do have this Eight of Cups. And to me, that is a travel kind of card. It can be movement away from something that's not emotionally or spiritually fulfilling. It can be saying, I'm going to go out in search of my 9th cup of wish fulfillment. I'm not going to rest until, I complete that journey. So it can be sometimes leaving a relationship. Sometimes there is that. But more what I feel for you with this is like, there's this feeling of continuing a journey. There's this feeling of like, I want to keep going. There's something that I haven't, experienced yet or done yet. If there's something going on in a relationship that you feel like I just, if I make a little bit more emotional effort, it could really bridge the gap. There's just that kind of feeling there about this, especially with that orca coming through. It's like there is that movement and that manifestation. So let's bring through a clarifier for the Eight of Cups. What did I say? There's that death and rebirth feeling, right? Because we have that Judgment card, and there's your Scorpio energy coming up on top of that Eight of Cups. So there's something in big movement here. Something's being, transitioned out of, something's being changed, but something is being reborn at the same time. It's very Phoenix from the ashes kind of feeling. Going into the immediate past, we have that Seven of Wands. So you've been fighting, Libra. You've been really going to bat for something that you care about. You also might feel that you've been attacked a lot, that you've had to be more defensive than usual. But in general, with the Seven of Wands, you do have that feeling that you're in the right. You do feel that you have kind of that high ground when it comes to understanding what it is that you're kind of testy about. It's like, look, nobody's going to jump over my barriers. Nobody's going to knock down my boundaries with this. Just make sure that you pick your battles wisely, because Mars is in Aries right now. And so that means it's transiting your relationship house, Libra. And so, yeah, in your relationships, you're probably not willing to do as much compromising as you usually do. That is very true right now. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, like I said, and you might be very embattled about something to do with your work, because to me, Three of Pentacles is always a building energy. It's a creative building, structural sort of feeling where it's like I'm putting something new together. I'm building something from the ground up. And if you've been putting a lot into something in the past, yeah, you're just like, I'm going to fight for that. If anybody messes with it. In the immediate future, we have that Strength card, which is that Leo energy. It's all about your personal strength of spirit, your fortitude, your stamina, how well you blend your spiritual divine connection into the physical manifestation of you. So that can be a very powerful card. It's a very powerful manifesting card too as well, Libra. So you may be also thinking about how you can create more financial abundance and stability for yourself as well with that. And Three of Wands. So I like that because that shows that you're waiting for your treasures and your ships to come in. In the modern, version here, it's like she's waiting for that wave to come in, right? So Libra, I would say that, divine timing is at work here with that Three of Wands always. It's like waiting for the divine timing to be right. Even if you really want to jump, because I do get a little sense of restlessness here for sure. There is that feeling around you, Libra, maybe more than a little bit for some of you. I'm hearing that. You're like, wait, I'm a lot restless. But it's really saying, hang in there, wait for the divine timing, because you'll know when it's right. Or it will come to you instead of you having to chase it down. On the underside, your focus and what you're, really, thinking about right now in your subconscious is this high priestess. So you are in a very spiritual place. You are doing a lot of kind of introverted work, maybe some spiritual work, maybe getting more connected to the divine in general. But overall, people might be kind of going, where's Libra been? Because I haven't really heard from or seen them as much as I usually do, because you're kind of going within. You're going and doing some of that subconscious, spiritual, emotional work, Libra. Yes, indeed. Look at that. So 7 of Pentacles. You're really nurturing and working on your inner self, your inner spirit, getting to be very strongly connected with your intuition. And of course, this hat, this funny looking hat she's wearing, that's actually the some people are like, she's got horns on. No, not really. This is the moon. It's the full moon. It's the triple aspect moon, right? It was, it's like the waning, the full, and the waxing moons there. So this is also, she's very lunar connected. There's even a crescent moon at her feet. So this next full moon that's coming up right soon here, Libra, it's going to be August the 3rd in the sign of Aquarius. And yes, I will be doing my full moon readings. So I will be posting those pretty soon after I get these up, actually. But that full moon is going to really be big for you. That's going to be a nice illuminating moon, which really highlights your creativity, your joy, your happiness, that Leo energy, right? So 9 of Swords is crowning the spread, message from Spirit. So they know, Libra, there's been something that's really got you up in your head, worried, anxious, maybe having a hard time sleeping sometimes. There is something worrying you. There is something that's really on your mind. And, Spirit's acknowledging that. They're like, Libra, we see you. We see what's going on. We know. We're on it. Yes, and here again, we've got more lunar influence. I like this with the Chariot. Because really, what's probably getting to you and what you're really, being, kind of stuck in your mind about is that you really don't want to be stuck in your mind. You really want to have movement, forward action. This Chariot card is all about balance. And Libra, you are a sign of balance. And even though the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, which again, like I said, is our lunar energy, our moon energy, it's so much about balance of the emotional self, because we've got the yin and the yang, right? The male and the female, the two opposites, and the guy driving the Chariot's trying to really balance those two horses to make sure that the ride is, enjoyable, right? That it's smooth, that it's not too fast, not too slow, it's just right. That's very, very Libra. So Libra, it's really, it is a challenge always when that Nine of Swords comes up, but it really does show that you're trying to do the work of getting more balanced within your emotional reactions to things, to not let things shake you too much. That's part of that. And the Spirit is really trying to take you to the next level so that you're in a place where you don't have so much consistent worry, so much anxiety, so much constant feeling of like, oh, what'll happen next? What'll happen next? Da, 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 da. So let's get some advice on this spread for you. And I'm not surprised, your own energy coming in here. There is a lot of Libra feeling here. So what you need to know is the King of Pentacles. This is the grounded, balanced, stable leadership kind of energy, very earthy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy to this card. To me, this is, again, a very balanced, energy. So Libra, you really need to know that it is time to get grounded. It's time to balance. You might be pretty focused on your money or your career right now. Sometimes it's good to take a little break from that if you feel like you've been, putting a ton of focus in there, which would not be surprising. There is so much, those 3 big planets in Capricorn still, and that's weighing pretty heavy on some of my Libras. So, yeah, there is that focus about money, career, and how it relates to your home life. It's been a big focus for a while for you, Libra. This is not new energy on that. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, you're just very focused on this, but this is the suggested approach. So stay grounded, balanced, and Knight of Pentacles is saying, slow but steady wins the race here, Libra. Don't worry too much about things unfolding super, super fast. Do the work one day at a time. You will get there. That Knight of Pentacles has the best chance of always getting across the finish line. What you need to know, yeah, you're making some decisions right now. This Two of Swords is Libra. This is a Libra card because it's like it's making those 2 choices, making the decisions. And I know Libra many times suffers from indecision. So this is really saying too as well, you might be kind of guarded in the heart chakra. Might not really want to be having to look at the decisions you've got to make, but they are there, Libra. You do need to make them. You do need to open up and take a peek at all of those. Yeah, Sneaky came in here. Old Sneaker. Yeah, he's there. 7 of Swords, and that might be part of it because it's like if anything is deceptive, if anything isn't completely transparent or see-through, you may not even want to look at it. You're like, oh, I don't even want to deal with that. If there's somebody lying to me, somebody not being honest with me, birds are annoyed. Like, look at the crows in this. They are pissed. They're like, ah, darn guy's been stealing our feathers. We're not happy about it. Yeah. So, but don't be afraid of it, Libra. Take that blindfold off. See it for what it is. See it for what it is. Very important. Hopes and fears position. We've got that 6 of Wands. So this is victory. You want the victory, Libra, but you're also a little fearful that that won't come, right? That's kind of that feeling. But what you really want is a good outcome. Yep, and it's like there's that Tower. There's a little bit, I think, of a fear that a lot of elements of your life will have to change or rearrange in a really, really big way for you to get to that. And that may or may not be true. Like, that's to me, because that's the most like sort of mental space or sort of that like, projection thinking there with this position. So it's like there's not necessarily a Tower moment coming. You're just worried that there might be. My feeling with that is like, go ahead and do whatever rearranging you need to do. Face whatever fears you've got so that you can get them out of the way so that they don't come rearing up later. But look at the outcome. We got that 6 of Pentacles. So there's that Libra scale. There's the justice. There's the balance. Reciprocal energy, Libra. This is about equal give and take, equal balance, coming into that harmony, not giving too much of yourself, but not withholding too much either, being just in the right place, especially when it comes to money, finance, and resources of your time and energy. Page of Swords, because yeah, I mean, there's new communication on the way. Could be somebody that's interested in you. Could be air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But mostly I feel like this is a lot of messages and a lot of new communication around that area. And if somebody's like asking for too much from you, you can say no, Libra. You can totally say no. Look at what you got. Queen of Wands on the Rider-Waite underside. So there's that fiery energy of magic and leadership, generosity, and a very warm, caring heart. And on the bottom, what do we have up here? Oh, that one got flipped over. Sorry, here it is. So we have the King of Cups. on the bottom of the Light Seers Tarot. So that is, it's interesting. King of Cups and Queen of Fire. We got a lot of steam going on there, Libra. But you know, that to me is very similar to the Chariot energy. There is a lot of healing. There is a lot of emotional inner healing that's going on. And I actually think, even though that Venus in Cancer might be a little challenging, I ultimately think it's going to be really good for you. That is what I really do feel. So let's get an affirmation card on this for you from the Hero's Journey Oracle. Oh, Libra, I like this. Where you are is where it's at. Stay still until you are divinely moved. Ah, that's what we're saying. I know, like I said, there's a restlessness there. But remember that Three of Wands? Like I said, this is about divine timing. So just remember that where you are is perfectly fine, Libra. It's divinely guided. And when you feel the divine push to move, you will know it. You won't have to question. You won't be like, should I move? You'll just know it's time to do this. Oh, beautiful. All right, so Libra, this was your messages for August 2020, and I will be back very soon with full moon readings, love readings, and live sessions throughout the month. I'll see you guys soon.